Hello, Dr. Hisham.
Hello, Jeannie.
Say 안녕하세요 for us.
안녕하세요, Energy Scoopers. Dr. Hisham입니다.
Yay! So we have Dr. Hisham, the creator and founder of Dr. Hisham's Holistic Oral Care here today. So Dr. Hisham, as you are aware of, me and my followers are very, very selective when it comes to personal skincare. And you have created a special serum.
Yes, for the mouth.
For the mouth.
Yes.
And our mouth is our skin. You don't even create toothpaste.
No toothpaste.
No toothpaste. So what is so special about the tooth serum?
Well, like you just said, you're very selective about what you put on your skin. Guess what? This skin is much, much thicker than all this delicate mucosa, which is a membrane, not even a barrier. This is a barrier, this is a membrane. So everything you put in here goes directly into your bloodstream and into your body and signals either threat or food, nutrition, healing is coming. So with that in mind, I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
You just bought this precious, superb, well-researched serum that's $100
Oh,
bottle.
I think more than that.
Okay, $200 for this little bottle of serum for your delicate skin under the eyes, right? I'm sure you do things like that.
We all do. We all do.
You've
Girls.
researched it and you know it's the best and it's clean and all that. You just put it on. Now, how soon after do you wash it off?
Why would you ever wash it off? I like to keep it on as long as possible.
What a simple answer, right?
Yeah.
If it's that precious and that important and that nutritious for my skin and I just put it on, I'm not rinsing it off. Well, why do we then have to rinse off all this soap and foam and toxins and all that stuff that's called toothpaste that we put in our mouths? Because it's not supposed to be there. Well, how about we change that? How about we make sure that whatever we put inside here to protect us and protect our microbiome and balance our physiology and everything else is actually food grade. It's a health supplement, not a detergent. That's the food for me. I put it in, it should stay in. Otherwise, why am I putting it in?
There you go.
Every day for a lifetime. Remember that. It's not once in a while. It's every day for a lifetime. It should be supplementing my health.
So, Dr. Hisham, you know, everybody's crazy about probiotics nowadays. We should take care of our microbiome. I get that part.
Yes.
But I also heard about prebiotics. Yeah, is that really important, you think?
I know and believe that prebiotics are much more important than probiotics. Because very simply, a probiotic is living bacteria, supposedly good bacteria, in some form or shape that you ingest, and hopefully they will go into your guts and stick around. The point is, without prebiotics, which are foods and substances and supplements that you take in on a daily basis that set up the stage, the environment, the physiological environment for those good bacteria, it sets up the stage for them to not survive, but thrive. Because if they don't thrive as a community, they die out, then the bad guys will take over, eating them.
So you're saying that we have bacteria living in our mouth as well? No.
Oh, the mouth microbiome is the master microbiome. It's the master microbiome that feeds and seeds the gut microbiome from birth onwards and forever.
So even more important than our gut.
It is more important than the gut microbiome for us to manage because it helps us manage the gut microbiome, which runs our brains and runs everything else basically. Gut microbiome doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It literally comes through the mouth. At the moment of birth, with a normal birth, we swallow, then on kissing, eating, what we get exposed to, and all of it happens through the mouth. The mouth is the portal to health. If you don't manage the portal, the door, if your door is wide open, then all the riffraff can walk in. You've got to control who and what walks in through your door, as well as what they bring in with them. The environment, like I said, the prebiotics, substances like xylitol and fibers, and all these things, these are prebiotics that are necessary constantly to be consumed to sustain and manage the good microbiome in our mouths and in our guts, and at the same time suppress the bad guys that we don't want them to grow.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. That's actually really, really shocking. Okay, so that begs for our next question.
Yes.
My followers are mostly moms. They have like toddlers and maybe even like 5 to 6 years old daughters. They're about my age, so yeah, and they're really concerned about
Very important age.
Yeah, very important age because babies cannot do anything by themselves. Obviously, yeah.
Whatever you're doing or not doing with them now sets up the stage for their whole health for a lifetime.
Exactly. Yeah. So all moms know that we should take care of the baby's oral health as early as possible. But normal toothpaste, they're toxic, right?
Yes.
So even on the label says like if
Do not swallow.
because it's poisonous. Contact the poison center. So yeah, so it's that dangerous for the babies. Yeah. So how do we overcome that first of all? And is there any special product that babies are allowed to use?
Well, that's been my dilemma with my daughter was born 18 years ago. And obviously, there are many questions that arise from this one. How soon do you start? What can you use that is safe? What effect does it have? Are we supposed to brush their teeth before they even have teeth? Well, that's the whole point. It's not about teeth. It's about the whole environment inside the mouth. It's about the microbiome, like we just said in the other video. Start to balance their microbiome early on, as well as prevent tooth decay, gum disease, all the other problems that happen from a messed up microbiome, including, by the way, the two most common infectious diseases of children worldwide are tooth decay, which is infectious disease, and mildew infections, which is also an oral microbiome imbalance, an oral infection going through the speaking tube up towards the ear. It's
My
an ear
nephew
infection.
always suffers from middle ear infection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That means his microbiome inside his mouth is totally messed up.
Oh,
full
poor
of the bad ones. We keep giving them antibiotics, which messes them even more. So we need to balance the microbiome. We need to seek health rather than fight disease. It's not always fight the disease when it occurs and with worse stuff that makes everything worse. It's how do we seek health all the time? How do we make our babies, in this case, but even ourselves, better and better every day, healthier and healthier every day, rather than try to prevent that one disease. Well, which one would you like to pick today? It's like there's one health, one physiological system and flow. Let's understand that and grow with that. Let's not put toxins in. Let's put stuff that is natural for us. So that's why we made that baby serum.
Well, you heard Dr. Hisham. So yeah, none of us would want to catch any of those diseases. Zero, nada, right? But yeah. So like that all sounds really, really interesting, and I would love to have my baby to use one of your serums. But how early can she start using it? That would be the mom's question.
Very important question and very important answer to think about. When we, as dentists and just as people in general, say use toothpaste for your child, usually it's when they start to have teeth. But nobody can even give you a time or a date. Like, oh, when they're 6 months, 9 months, maybe a year. Don't give it to them too early because it's toxic, they shouldn't swallow it. Well, how will a 1-year-old not swallow versus a 6-month-old versus a 9-month-old versus a 2-year-old? If it's toxic for one, it's toxic for all, and there's no young or old. It's all, that's what I'm saying. It's all arbitrary. There's no science, there's no safety. It's just like everybody says whatever they want to say.
Exactly. It's even dangerous for us as an adult.
Yes.
So if you think.
So do you start at 9 months? Do you start at 8 months? It's all not right. It's all wrong to put detergents and abrasives and parabens and polysorbates and benzoates and colors and irritants, which is, I'm just describing toothpaste, by the way, just toothpaste. All of them, including most of the so-called natural ones, with titanium dioxide. Who said you should put titanium dioxide in and ingest it every day, especially for a child? So that's why I made the baby serum, which is organic oils, organic cocoa butter, organic coconut oil, biominerals, all the minerals that are necessary for human development. So teeth, bones, everything else, as well as xylitol, finished xylitol. All food-grade ingredients, beautifully harmonized, and they balance and alkalize the whole oral environment, protecting the skin and the microbiome, and then later, the teeth, when they come through, it's just part of it. Teeth are not us, teeth are part of us. So with the baby teeth serum, you start as soon as you feel like it. I just usually say about 4 weeks in.
Are you serious? 4 weeks?
Yeah, when the baby's 4 weeks old, you just put a piece of gauze, wrap it around your finger, dip it in a bit of water so it's moist, a little dab of the magic baby teeth serum, and you rub their gums and rub their tongues and remove all this rotting milk debris and all the stuff that can become thrush, basically, all the fermentation that's happening inside.
Babies smoke a lot too.
That's it. They throw up a lot, they vomit, they burp, clean all that stuff out, freshen their breath, alkalize their mouth, protect them early. You're killing the bad bugs and the fungus, the candida, and you're letting the good bacteria, the good microbiome flourish in their mouths. And of course, it's already happening because it's all going to their guts as well. Later on, they grow up, they have teeth, you put it on a brush, and you start to brush with it. First it's gauze, then it's brush, and they continue with that for a lifetime. But it's a simple serum that's food grade, natural for the human.
There you go, moms. We have our solution now. Thank you, Dr. Hisham.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Did you get that energy scoop first?